Nick, congratulations. Nice of the team to give you a nice, easy, calm win to break you in. What are your thoughts on the game?
Oh, what a football game. Both teams, SMU showed resilience coming back. We talked about it, I think it was Tuesday and I was in here, but we talked about being ready for a dogfight, expecting to win, knowing there's going to be a time in this game where it may feel impossible to win, and that's when they started making those drives. That was starting to happen. They were closing the gap, and then winning in the fourth quarter. And, Jaron did a wonderful game. Kendrick, the O-line. Offensively, there was some real production, and credit to the offensive staff for putting that plan together.
Coach, was there kind of anything extra going into the day knowing that you could play spoiler against SMU, or was it all just internal?
No, not one bit did we say that. We didn't say it one time. I didn't hear it. I didn't tell anybody to say that. This was about us, that football team in there, and them staying together and playing for each other.
Dick, two-part question. One,
Sure.
You mentioned Tuesday that the best way for the team to show its affection for Justin Wilcox was to win the game. Did you mention that today? And the second thing is, you've been in the game you're still a young man because you're a lot younger than I am, but you've been in the game for a long time. Where does tonight rank?
First question again was, did I mention Coach Wilcox? I think we did that early in the week. And then kind of started pointing our energy towards the purpose of the game, what we were going to focus on, what was the plan going to be, and staying together. This could be one of the best. Probably, it's got to be in my top, because last time I went out with a Gatorade bath and then had to sit out for a few years, and then I come back and we get to win this one and get a different color Gatorade bath. But the kids don't change. If you love them, they love you back. If you're honest with them, they appreciate it. And just credit to the staff, the leaders, the seniors. They all just, that was not easy, but it's something they'll never forget.
Coach, Jaron's had a stellar freshman season. Game after game, he throws it like he does. But tonight, to finish his regular season as a freshman with 330 yards, 4 touchdowns, what did you see from him?
I thought he's just such a wonderful kid to be around, and just accurate, the mastery of the plays. These aren't easy plays that we're putting in there sometimes. There's a lot of shift in motion. There's a lot of different looks he could get. I spoke on his eyes. I think he has really good eyes. But who he is as a competitor, he's not here for the 330 yards. He's here for winning, and I think that's the thing that's going to keep him at a high level, is the competitiveness to win.
Nick, right in front. First of all, could you just give us a sense of what the reaction in the locker room was? And also then, could you talk a little bit more about Kendrick Raphael, 33 carries, took a huge load and just kept getting you yards?
Well, that's one of the best locker room scenarios that I've been in. They were just because of the emotion of the week. And then you pile on the emotion of the game, which could have gone one way or the other, down to the last minute. I think just how it all turned up and came out our way is you saw an explosion of love and appreciation, and just I think it really gratifying for them, not only because the week was hard, but the season's been like this too for these guys, right? And to end it for the seniors in Memorial Stadium like that, I think it's something you can't buy. You got to work through it, and you got to give to each other, and it was a blast. I wish I was in there sooner. I was trying to get people in. Sorry, I'm a little cold.
And Kendrick?
Oh, just big load, but see, he makes, you can see his, let me see, 116 or 111, but the power of some of his runs, that I know the touchdown run was great, but there was like a third down run that he got the first down, broke out there. He's had multiple runs in the last month and a half maybe that are just huge plays that don't get shown in the stats, like how powerful and how important they are to the drive. And I think he's really kind of coming to his own, and I think the O-line is feeling that. And I thought they had a big day too.
Nick, you mentioned Tuesday that the guys were turning the corner emotionally and looking to be the best version of themselves. How did you see that manifest itself through the rest of the week and eventually tonight?
Like I think we all kind of knew it was going to be, let's going to start slow burning till the game, and I think we can all expect it to be that way, right? The closer you are to an event that's got that emotion tied to it, the longer you're away from it, I think you can start to focus on something else.
Nick, you guys had a pretty comfortable lead there for a while, but no lead's obviously comfortable when you're playing against a good competitive team. In some ways, is it more gratifying to be able to win in the way that you did rather than just kind of hanging on for dear life?
It'll be more memorable. That would have been fine if we went ahead and ran away with that thing, but probably how it was supposed to be after this week and after this season. I think it was probably how it was supposed to be for these guys.
It's pretty late to implement new strategy, but did you go for anything different on offense this week?
It's late for wholesale changes, but Harsh's system has so many elements and so many ways to accommodate different thoughts. So I don't think it was a huge wholesale change. I think it was just, some of it was who was available. We weren't sure we were going to have Jeff. We didn't have Landon. We weren't sure what our tight end situation was, kind of why we talked about, you saw Fred in 42, and Akili got in there a little bit, John Tofi having some role.
Sorry, what were some of those thoughts that you had?
About what? I'm sorry?
About approaching Harson's playbook. What were some of the different thoughts that you had?
Different thoughts that I had?
Yeah, you mentioned.
I'm a little confused. I said something, but I just think that Harsh has the ability to do all types of things in different personnel groups and different. We did a little bit more 10 personnel today than probably we've shown all season, and I think that may be what you're speaking of, those type of looks. But that was a little bit out of necessity because we weren't sure what we had going into the end of the week.
Cool, thanks.
Yep. Sorry if I messed up the question, brother. I was starting to shake a little bit.
Nick, what's the message that you're sending to the guys?
Where are we? I'm sorry.
What's the message you're sending to the guys as you prepare for the bowl game?
Haven't even talked about it, but pretty similar to this game where, we get a chance to go spend a couple days together. This will really be the final game for this group. It'll never be the same again, and but haven't mentioned it a whole lot to them.
Yeah, kind of piggying back on the different strategy, so to speak. You guys, not telling any tales out of school, hadn't run the ball very well this season, but you ran it well, and you ran it a lot. Was that because you thought you could run it against this team, or was it partially to try to keep it away from Jennings and that offense?
I think those were benefits of early success in the game. We would have loved to have done that going into this game. But you're right. We hadn't run the ball as well as we planned to this year. But then it started going, and I think that kind of led us down that road a little bit, which was that was our message from the start of the season. But also it ended up being a double benefit to really keep the ball away from them early in the first half. I think we had the ball over 20 minutes in the first half.
Nick, I know this isn't about you, but you've had a kind of a roller coaster ride yourself, and I'm wondering, did you have fun tonight?
I had a blast. Are you kidding me? It's been a long time just to be on the sideline like that, but then to get a win like that for the way we got it, yeah. Funny how this world goes sometimes. That was fun, though.
Cody.
Coach, obviously we talked about the performance of JKS and Kendrick Raphael, but was there anyone else tonight that really stood out to you?
I think Cole Basha, that was a pretty awesome catch. Kid who never complains, never says a word. All he does is work hard. Found himself in a role because we were a little bit mid-season, had some personnel needs that his body type could fill. But first he had made his noise on special teams. And then it's a great lesson for kids of all sports, you know. You may not be where you want to be right now, but if you approach it the right way and keep being a great teammate and being ready, he's a great example of that.
Anyone else? Oh, one more. Last one.
Sorry, Nick.
I'm just warming up a little bit here.
Obviously, with it being the last game of Memorial Stadium this year, the fans just got let on the field and stuff. What do you hope that the fans take away from this specific team and group of seniors?
Great question. I hope the fans that came, I appreciate them coming out. I think anytime, I haven't been on many fields where the fans were on like that, so that was pretty special. I hope they enjoyed it. I think it's a credit to their love of Cal football, you know, made it out to this game, and hopefully they got a memory they can keep for a long time. I apologize to shivering, guys, a little bit. I'm not crying yet. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for coming out.